idols. You want to be just like you. I know you thought you were coming here to model someone else. Sure, you can model the language, you can model the processes, but you want to be yourself. It is the entire gift you were given. Nothing needs to change. You're not broken. We just need to show you certain moves and compartmentalization you'll be able to access to tell your story. Tomorrow morning, what do you do? Write it down on the index card now. What do you do? You've had the entire day. We're going to do this in the next 5 minutes, and then I'm going to do a drawing, and the drawings are kind of a big deal. Magical things can happen from drawings. Those cards are going in this bowl, and from this bowl I make decisions. Decisions, you save a lot of money on certain things. You never know what you might get here. You all want to be in this bowl. It enables me to coach people randomly so they get some personalized attention, even though you will all learn from whoever I coach. Agreed? So, write it down. What do you do? Articulate it. It must not last over how long? 7.5 seconds. No, 10 seconds. Because there's 3 questions. What do you do? What do you love? What do you want? You get 10 seconds, so you need to write for 10 seconds right now. You need to figure out approximately, it's okay to finish short, but not long. You must be done in 10 seconds, Darren, on that one element. 30-second total. So fill in your card. What is it you do in the area you chose to work under? You just made a decision for functional purposes. Knowing that there's something stronger than surfaces, you will embrace it. Automatically place it into the model. Who here has changed what they originally wrote online? Is it already beginning to alter? Is the language beginning to alter? Who's changed entirely from one element to another? They want to do something different. This happens. Number 2, what do you love? What do you love? Write it down. This card must be completed. Very important. What do you love? Can you alter it overnight? Yes, as a matter of fact, that's going to be one of your tasks tonight. I want to see what you do now, and then tonight, this is one task. Your task is to come in here prepared tomorrow, because you get to meet the rest of the room tomorrow in a very quick session that's going to determine who your alliance partners are, who you do business with, who you want to get close to here, who you have an affinity, and who you're going to go work with. It's very important. It's a big part of our success through this process, in galvanizing the room and creating a sense of community and having people that you can depend on. Finally, what do you want? Now remember, if you already came in here and you said you do X, Y, Z, and you decided to change it, that's okay. You take possession of that new identity here, and that's the model you built. You can reinvent yourself, re-engineer, redesign, retool, rewire. What do you want? The pot of gold. Calvin.
I just want to clarify something. If I said my want and my love, I believe we do nothing. So what's that?
They're the same thing. They can converge. It can be the same thing. It can just be one explanation that converges the two. It's a brilliant question. The answer is contained within the question, as it generally is. How many of you know that? When someone asks you a question, they generally have the answer, and they're looking for you for confirmation. The world's greatest coach is the person that someone accepts in their life as a solution provider that they can take direction from. Let me repeat that. I am the world's greatest coach for only the person that accepts me in their life where they're able to take my direction. I'm not the greatest at anything unless someone embraces me. And if they embrace me as a coach for them, and I give them direction that helps them, and it works, then I was a great coach for them. I want you to think very carefully about what I said. You are the world, even if someone else was more uniquely qualified to help them and could have made them even more money, the person they choose to take direction from, that they give themselves permission to follow, is the world's greatest coach for them. So all of you are going to be the world's greatest coach for the people that choose you. You'll be the greatest consultant for the people that this way you never compare yourself to anyone else. I used to do that kind of nonsense. It's torture. It just keeps you from functioning. If someone allows you to help them and they invest in your process, they are vested, you are the greatest for them. It has nothing to do whether someone else is more capable. Who do you take instruction from? This is huge. Absolutely huge. Everyone, raise your hand if you're done. Raise your hand if you're not done with your card yet. I need to see who's not done. Continue. You need to finish, and you have 1 minute to finish. I don't care if it's perfect, because you're going to do another one tonight, but you need to have something in all three areas there, and your name must be on the card. Your name must be on that card legibly. I'm going to play this meter right now. This is a 30-second countdown to give you some idea of exactly how long 30 seconds is. It's an eternity. You're learning to work with timing. You're learning to work with limitations. You're learning to contain your thoughts and making them bite-sized. These are vital skills in the art of communication, the art of marketing, the art of television, radio, newspaper, magazine, media, the art of doing sound bites, the art of creating everything that's going to enable you and empower you to sell more effectively. Tomorrow morning, when we come inside this particular room, something's going to happen. This is the card we're putting in the bowl now. Name, cell, direct email. I want your name, cell, direct email. These cards are for me, they're not for anyone else. If you don't want me to have your cell, then don't put it down. If I was offering you free coaching or trying to help you through a problem, I would think you'd want me to have that. I'm not going to abuse it. Guys, I already have your information anyway. Yeah.
I just want to clarify. We wrote down do, want, and love on the card.
It's the same thing.
And just on the other side, this is what you want on it.
No, just put it anywhere.
Okay.
It just needs to be there. Make sure this card is fully articulated. Do, love, and want. Finish up the card, and I'll collect them. Nope. I have a system for collections. Automatic. No, stay there. What's that? No. Just fix it. I don't care if it's clean. I don't care if it's clear. I only care that you made a commitment before you leave here to something tonight, and then when you see the transformation by tomorrow. Who will do assignments if I give you reasonable and rational assignments that are doable? Who will do them? Who knows that they're not for my benefit? They're for your benefit. You get what you put in. Please take a look carefully up here. Those are how I make my determinations for the next 6 days. Please pass all the cards down to this side, the inside, so that I can just dump the stacks of 5. I will start at the back and move down. I need every single card at one location. Every single card at one location. Absolutely. Just pass them down the middle here, and when I come down the center, we'll deposit them all. They don't need to be perfect, only functional. And Matthew Griffin, do we have one from you? Okay, no problem. And we have one more, she's still working on it. Guys, the idea is to be able to let go at some point. It doesn't need to be perfect. Do I have her card? Not yet. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Before you leave tonight, make sure that all of these are inside the bowl of pleasure. Your assignment tonight is a complex one. No, it's not. It is to continue in our endeavor from lunchtime. Not a problem. I'll leave this up here, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to watch very carefully. You are all being presented with a gift that I consider absolutely masterful, the most impressive thing I've ever created, and it was a breakthrough. This is a special book. I had no idea when I created this book that it was the single most potent, most powerful tool that I had ever manifested in terms of galvanizing a room and ensuring your success. I'd like you to write down the following word: accountability, partnership. This is called the Master Implementor. I have one for each of you. If you lose this, it will not be replaced. And if you lose it, it'll be your most valuable possession. We are leaving, by the way, it's 6 o'clock now. I told you, we are out of here by 6:15 every night. At 6, I give out your assignments. Are we clear? I'm giving out assignments now. I'm not late. I'm right on schedule. I will always respect your time. Always. And I must tell you a little secret. I am absolutely frighteningly exhausted, but I won't let you see it. Do I look okay? Not okay. I just want you to know I'm a human being. And preparing for this is around the clock for the last, well, it's really been the last 2.5 months. PowerPoint 23, nonstop. You don't know what's coming. How many of you think today was effective? Stimulating? Is there anyone that wants to leave and is not coming back tomorrow? Because you have that right. But understand that you go back to your life precisely as it was and nothing changes. Stand up if you're 100% on board. And stay right there. I'm going to walk to the edge of each individual. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask David Schwa to help me, and also I will ask for Jack Wong. They're going to grab sections of 5, and I want you to pass these down, but I don't want you to look through them yet. They are magical. And I must tell you something, this was never a part of any other PowerPoint. This breakthrough is the guarantee that you guys succeed. And it is absolutely huge. Here's 5 more. And here's 5 more. You will all have them in your hands. Please be seated once you receive one. And I will bring you the remaining quantity. I want you to hang on to this for dear life. But one thing marketers love to do is they love to keep you from succeeding. And here's how they do that. You go to an event, and they absolutely do not want you to stay in touch with each other. They want to continue selling you stuff. Who knows this is the truth? They tell you do not exchange information, do not collect email addresses. You must go, and they make you sign agreements. I didn't do that at all. You signed an agreement saying respect my IP and know that anything I gift you is yours to use, and I'm going to be gifting you the whole trading rate. You follow me? I'm only asking you not to teach my unique skill sets to your people, or use the term profit point. Although, when I put this to sleep in about 2 months, the license would also be available for someone who is serious. Because, guys, this is it. I give you all I got. I do it in LA one more time. I give them all I got. And I put this to sleep. This is not some bluff. Matthew, am I dead serious? Yeah, because you'll never hear me say something like that without the word potentially. Okay? And Carney will tell you, he knows me very well. That's my doctor right there. And this is to be taken very seriously. Please take a look at your book. That book is extremely serious. That book is called an Accountability Partnership Manual. And it enables you to do something that is frighteningly powerful. You are going to build a database. And I want to explain something to all of you. Tomorrow morning we're going to go through the numbers. We're literally going to go through the money realistically. I'm going to show you the money you're going to make in a year. How many of you want to see that? I'm talking full year. I'm building that for full year. I'm going to show you how you're going to generate it. And then we're going to build the actual architecture to make that happen. And that's going to be how we start our day. And then we go deep in the process. I'm just moving 2 slides forward so that we have them at the exact juncture they need to be. The beauty of PowerPoint, how I love this one program. So I